I hired a professional sim racing coach to make me faster in iRacing. His name is Marcus Solm, and with an iRating of over 8100, I think he knows what he's doing. So the plan is simple. He'll guide me through the track, telling me everything I'm doing wrong and right, where I'm losing time, and how to optimize my racing line. Once I'm all set, I'll jump into a race, have an outstanding performance, and land on the podium. At least, in theory. If you're looking for great deals and discounts on sim racing, PC, and gaming hardware, make sure to check out simspots.com, where all the best deals are posted daily. Get into sim racing or upgrade your current setup, all while saving tons of money at simspots.com.
Have you done any laps here yet?
I did about 2.
Oh.
In my usual fashion, I had done no preparation, so first things first, I needed to learn the track.
Heading down to the first corner, Virginia, we aim to brake just at the 2-meter board, and you can see my brake pressure is basically 100%. And what you really want to be careful about here on the exit is not sliding. Main reason being that the forward challenge setup around here is a little bit slidey if you go too early on throttle or something, which will just overheat your tires and really just mess up your whole race. Coming into the next braking zone, we have the beautiful sun in our eyes, and you can see we actually brake on kind of a white line. Take the third gear, and we want to be very, very smooth here as well, because if we go too aggressively on the steering, too aggressively on throttle or brakes, the rear end will snap and your race will once again just be completely
So I'll basically just go the lines that I went in the track guide. Oh my god, the sun in HDR mode.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Yep.
You can't see the track, Jesus. So here I kind of go wide on this one. Main reason being you can get a better line through the next corner. I don't know the corner numbers here, by the way. This is where I was speaking about that late apex. Main reason being that you go to the right after, and this corner here is really tricky.
And I go for a very, very late apex here. Main reason being that the track goes to the right after.
Next upcoming part is easily flat out until the left-hander that goes downhill. So this is just full throttle over the curbs. Here you want to tap the brakes, and then again the grip just goes away when you go down the hill.
Next up, we have a very, very fast left-hander where on the exit the track drops off into a dip, which means that the rear end of the car gets really, really light, and you want to be careful that you don't run wide. Coming up to the next stop, right-hander, I aim to brake just between the 2 and 3 board now. It's quite important here that you actually carry a bit more speed than what you want, because the first corner here is not too tight. The only problem is that if you carry just a little bit too much speed, the rear end might go and your race will once again be...
I think you want to go down to first in this one. I think second is better if you know how to carry the speed, but I think you should stay in first.
Okay. Look, I'm faster than you.
Coming into the final couple of corners, we aim to brake just between the 1 and 2 board, and this is once again kind of a blind braking zone. Now if you brake at that marker, you should be fine to make it to the apex without any issues. Now basically you're turning throughout this whole braking zone, so you don't want to have too much brake pressure, or you want to get your trail braking right so you can make it to the apex properly.
Eventually, I got a decent feel for the track, and we were now able to get into the finer details.
And here, why do you go on the curves?
Basically just to make the track shorter. And then eventually, because if you make the track shorter, you have to do less steering inputs, and you scrub the tires less. Oh, he's off. So basically, I'll just draw a quick corner here, right? That's beautiful. Right on lines. So, let's say that this is your line, you're green. Bum. You have a beautiful line through here. I'm yellow, right? So I go out here, use the full track, you know, trail off the brakes a bit more. But at the end of the day, what that all comes down to is just being able to carry more speed through the corner so I can get faster from A to B. Virginia has a lot of corners that actually leads into other corners, and that all of a sudden means that your B is not here, but it's all up here, right? So what you actually want to focus on is the exit and this part here, because that's where you'll gain more time. So what you want to do is basically just sacrifice all of the first part of it. So an optimal line through here would look something like this. Sacrifice the exit of turn A, so so you can get a great exit for turn B. And eventually you'll make up more time here than you'll lose from sacrificing this time.
Makes sense, so now it was time to put it into practice.
Then here, braking at the end of the runoff. There you go.
Oh, damn it. I keep on I'm gonna do that one again.
Mate, you're gonna get disqualified if you reverse too much.
How far can I reverse until I'm done?
It comes up on your screen and says like you're going the wrong way or something, and then there's not a long time.
I got disqualified.
Yeah, there you go.
Wait, I can't rejoin?
No, you have to join a new session then.
Oh my... Why? We're here by ourselves.
Virginia International Raceway turned out to be a long and tricky track with loads of blind corners and elevation changes. It took me long hours of practice and coaching to finally start getting quicker and, more importantly, consistent. So after spending an entire afternoon putting in lap after lap, the next morning it was time to put it all to the test.
Welcome to qualifying at the Virginia International Raceway. Today, the Ferrari GT3s will be fighting it out on track to a record-breaking audience.
Starting off with qualifying, I've probably never been so nervous for it before. On one hand, I want to push hard and leave everything out on track to try to start near the top of the grid, but on the other hand, I know the severe consequences even the smallest of mistakes can have on this track. A significant amount of added pressure was also due to the fact that I was coached quite a bit for this race, and not only did I not want to let Marcus down, but I also knew that I was going to get absolutely killed in the comments if I didn't put up a good performance. So the pressure was definitely on, and now it was time to perform.
OC Racing just about midway done with his first lap. He's done a good job keeping it consistent thus far, but will want to push harder on his second go if he really wants to make a move at pole.
My first lap was decent and served as a good backup if I messed up my second and final attempt, and feeling quite confident at this point, I managed to keep it together and secure a solid time, which when all was said and done had me starting 5th in a nearly 20 car field. Quite happy about the result though, I knew the real test was still yet to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, sit back and relax as the race is about to begin, and what a thrill this is set to be.
Here we go, there is no turning back now.
Okay, Oscar, get ready. Green. 15 minutes left.
Start so far as the front pack quickly begins to distance themselves from the rest. But with all of them still bunched up together, I wouldn't be surprised if things start getting ugly very fast.
So far, so good. I'm down one place, but I am in a comfortable position to keep on pushing. I was both putting and feeling pressure as this race was certainly living up to its expectations.
A good start to the race from OC Racing, who is still staying strong near the top of the grid, but with much work still to come.
Suddenly the pace began to increase and now the race was really on.
Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right.
Yes, I lost a position, but thanks to some miracle, he spun only a few seconds later, putting me right back where I was and in serious contention for a podium. It was now time to remember everything I had learned and keep on staying consistent.
Car right. Still there. Clear right. Stay between the lines, please, Oscar.
How was that a penalty?
I somehow managed to get another penalty despite gaining no advantage, and with a race this close, I knew it was going to cause some serious problems.
Car right. Right side's clear.
I lost so much time there with the penalty. I was so stupid.
147.10.
Due to the vital seconds I lost slowing down, another car cut up from behind and yet again the pressure was on. Out of nowhere, another car up in front spun, and suddenly I had a chance for a podium on my hands. But of course though, I couldn't forget about the car hunting me down.
Gap 2, Lopez, behind is now 5.4.
Here we go again. OC Racing side by side as we enter the third lap of this exhilarating race.
Clear right, keep doing what you're doing, this is spot on, P3. Car right. Hold your line. Still there.
OC Racing, despite his best efforts, unable to hold on to P3. He'll need a miracle now.
Bye, Felicia.
And a miracle is exactly what I got. It appears luck is now on my side as several cars have spun, leaving me with a rare opportunity for a massive result.
Okay, all I need to do is stay consistent, and I'll be in the podium.
Several laps have passed, and the race is nearing the end. After running several laps with no significant pressure from any direction, OC Racing seemingly has everything under control. However, a storm has been brewing from behind and will be catching up to him very, very soon.
You've just done a 149.06. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace.
Before I knew it, I had gone from celebrating a near guaranteed podium to witnessing my worst nightmare creeping up from behind.
A threat like no other. A faster driver who has managed to gain on OC Racing lap after lap and hungrier than ever to take P3. It's now or never for Oscar if he wants to keep his podium hopes alive. Forget F1. This is the real drive to survive.
5 minutes to go. Looking good for a podium. The gap in front is now 3.8 seconds.
This entire race, all of the iRacing gods have been looking over me, and it's at this moment more than ever before that I'm praying for a stroke of luck just one last time.
Yes! 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 It's coming home!
After months of pain and suffering, the lucky son of a bitch is really gonna make it happen this time.
Oh my god, it's gonna happen. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Last Oscar. Great drive. That's a podium.
Let's go! Finally! Oh, finally a decent result. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
Be it proper training and preparation, a stupid amount of luck, or both, OC Racing has finally achieved his first iRacing podium, and for the first time in his life, didn't shit the bed during the race. A big shout out to the coach, Marcus Soholm, you, the viewers, and of course OC's family for the support. As always, thank you all for watching, stay safe, and have a fantastic rest of your day.